My dear soul, how wonderful it is to be here with you at this moment. I have been sent by the heavens to deliver a message that cannot wait. Something truly extraordinary is unfolding in your life, and the angels have guided you here because you need to hear this today. What I am about to reveal to you can change everything, and if you do not listen until the very end, you may miss the most important part. Your soulmate has made a decision, one that is completely unexpected, one that shifts the course of your destiny. But before you celebrate, there is something you must understand. The choice they made is powerful, and it is bringing about a transformation that is already in motion. The universe is aligning everything for what is to come, and what lies ahead is unlike anything you ever imagined. But if you do not hear this entire message, you might not be prepared for what is about to happen. If your heart feels that this message was meant for you, if you sense that something is changing in your life, then declare it now. Write in the comments, "I received this revelation with an open heart." This act of faith will open the doors for the divine truth that is waiting to be revealed to you. Stay with me, because in just a few moments, I will uncover what truly lies behind your soulmate's decision. This is bigger than you think, and the reason for this choice will bring clarity, hope, and a revelation that will shift everything you thought you knew. The angels have spoken, and now, you must listen. My dear soul, now that you know your soulmate has made a decision that will change everything, you must understand what this truly means. This was not a simple choice, nor was it made on impulse. It was guided by something greater, something beyond the physical realm. The angels have been working tirelessly to bring clarity, to awaken the truth within their heart, and now, that moment has arrived. For a long time, your soulmate struggled with doubts, fears, and an overwhelming uncertainty that kept them from taking action. They felt the pull toward you, the undeniable connection that has existed beyond time, yet something held them back. Perhaps it was fear of the unknown, or wounds from the past that made them question whether they deserved this love. But something happened, something powerful enough to break through all those barriers, something that left them with no choice but to face the truth. This decision was not made lightly. It was the result of deep reflection, divine intervention, and an inner realization that could no longer be ignored. The angels have confirmed that a moment of awakening occurred, an undeniable sign that could no longer be overlooked. Your soulmate was shown something, felt something so profound that it shattered all remaining doubts. It was as if the universe itself whispered directly into their soul, saying, "Now is the time." But what exactly caused this shift? What was it that made them finally see the truth? The answer is crucial, because knowing what led to this choice will help you understand not only what is happening now, but also what is about to unfold. There was a sign, one so powerful that it became impossible to dismiss. It may have come in a dream, in a sudden wave of emotion, or even in a moment of solitude where everything became crystal clear. Your soulmate realized that they could no longer deny what was in their heart. The love, the connection, the deep knowing that your souls were always meant to reunite. It all became undeniable. But here is something even more important. This decision was not just about them. It was also about you. The angels want you to understand that everything in your life has been preparing you for this exact moment. The challenges, the lessons, the waiting, it was never in vain. Every single step has led to this crossroads, where your soulmate is finally ready to take action. However, there is something else you need to know. This choice is powerful, but it is also fragile. The energy surrounding this moment is delicate, and what happens next depends on the alignment between both of you. This is why you must stay with me, because in the next part of this message, I will reveal why this choice happened now, what changed within them, and what you must do to ensure that this transformation unfolds in the best way possible. Do not look away now, my dear soul. The most crucial part is yet to come, and you cannot afford to miss it. And before we continue with this very special message, I invite you to support this space of connection. Become a member of the channel, and if you feel this message is touching your heart, don't forget to click on thanks below the video. This helps us continue bringing messages full of love and hope like this one. Now, let's move on to what matters most. My dear soul, now that you know your soulmate has made a life-changing decision, you must understand what truly led to this moment. This choice was not made randomly. It was not a sudden impulse or a passing thought. Something deeper, something powerful, has been unfolding within them for a long time. And now, that inner transformation has reached a point where they could no longer remain still. For so long, they have battled with emotions they could not fully comprehend. Their heart has always known the truth, but their mind created barriers, fears, insecurities, doubts. These are not new struggles. Even if they have been silent, even if they have appeared distant, the connection between you has never left them. And now, after everything, something has shifted so profoundly within them that ignoring it is no longer an option. But what exactly caused this shift? What made them step forward now, after all this time? The angels reveal that there was a moment, a defining moment, where clarity struck them in a way they could not escape. Perhaps it was in the stillness of the night, when their soul whispered the truth they had been avoiding. Perhaps it was in an encounter, a dream, a sudden realization that left them breathless. Or maybe it was the weight of regret, the deep knowing that time is passing, and they could no longer afford to let fear dictate their fate. Whatever it was, this moment of awakening shattered everything that once held them back. They saw the truth, not just in their mind, but in their heart, in their very being. They understood something they had been too afraid to admit before, that this connection is real, that it is divine, and that running from it will not make it disappear. They realized that no matter where they turn, no matter how much they try to silence it, the bond between you will always be there, calling them home. And yet, my dear soul, this realization was not easy for them. Imagine carrying a truth so profound, yet being too afraid to embrace it fully. Imagine knowing that love is waiting, but fearing that stepping toward it could change everything. This is what your soulmate has been experiencing, a battle between what they knew in their soul and what they feared in their mind. But something happened that made this fear insignificant. The angels have revealed that your soulmate experienced a sign, a message from the universe so powerful that it left no room for doubt. This was no coincidence. It was divine intervention, a moment carefully designed to push them beyond their fears and into the truth. Perhaps they saw your name in a place they least expected. Perhaps a song played that reminded them of you at the exact moment they were questioning everything. Perhaps they felt an overwhelming sense of longing, a feeling so strong it brought them to tears. Or maybe, in a dream, they saw a vision of the future, a future where you were together, where love had finally won over fear. Whatever form it took, this was not just a sign, it was confirmation. Confirmation that their heart had been right all along. Confirmation that they could no longer ignore the call of destiny. And now, my dear soul, this realization has set something into motion. Your soulmate is not the same person they were before. This decision has changed them, awakened something inside them that had been asleep for too long. But this awakening is just the beginning. The angels want you to understand that this shift in your soulmate's heart is a sacred process, one that is still unfolding. And because of that, what happens next is critical. There is still more that needs to be revealed, more that you need to know before this decision manifests fully in your reality. Because while your soulmate is now aware of the truth, there is still one thing standing between this decision and the moment they take action. And in the next part of this message, I will reveal exactly what that is and what must happen for them to finally come forward. Stay with me, my dear soul. You cannot miss what comes next. My dear soul, now that you understand the depth of this decision and the powerful transformation your soulmate has undergone, you must recognize what this truly means for you. This is not just about them. It is about your path, your destiny, and the divine orchestration that has been unfolding in your life all along. The angels want you to understand that everything that has happened, every moment of waiting, every doubt, every unanswered question, was never in vain. There was a purpose behind it all. You were not forgotten. You were not being tested for no reason. Instead, you were being prepared. Prepared for what? For this moment, for this shift, for the reality that is now taking form before your very eyes. But here's the truth. Even though your soulmate has made this decision, and even though the universe has aligned for this transformation to take place, your role in this is just as important. This is not something that will unfold without your energy, without your awareness, without your heart being fully open to what is coming. So take a deep breath, my dear soul, and ask yourself, am I truly ready for this? It is easy to say yes, when the thought of love finally coming into your life fills your heart with hope. But true readiness goes beyond longing. It requires understanding. It requires trust. It requires a willingness to release the past, to step into the unknown, to embrace the love that is destined for you without resistance. Because the angels have shown me something important, something that you must hear before moving forward. There is a part of you that still holds on to fear of being hurt again, fear that this is too good to be true, fear that just as things begin to move, something will go wrong, that the past will repeat itself. That happiness is always just out of reach. This fear, whether you acknowledge it or not, has been lingering in your energy. It has been sending signals to the universe, and in many ways, it has been delaying the very blessing you have been waiting for. The truth is, your soulmate was not the only one who needed to go through a transformation. You did too. And that is why this moment is so important. The universe is bringing you this message now because you are standing at a crossroads. You are being asked to make a decision, just as your soulmate has. And that decision is this: will you step forward into this love with full trust? Or will you let the shadows of the past keep you from receiving what is meant for you? Because what is coming next, my dear soul, will require your full presence. The love that is unfolding for you is unlike anything you have ever experienced before. It is deep, it is divine, it is pure. But it also requires you to release every lingering doubt, every old wound, every false belief that tells you that this love is impossible. The angels are showing me that in the coming days, you will begin to see signs. Signs that this is real, signs that things are moving, signs that your soulmate is being drawn closer to you, even if you cannot see it happening just yet. But here's the most important part. When these signs come, how will you respond? Will you embrace them with faith? Will you allow your heart to open, knowing that what is coming is a divine blessing? Or will you question them, doubt them, look for reasons to dismiss what is unfolding right before your eyes? Because, my dear soul, the truth is that the way you respond to these signs will determine everything. This is not just about your soulmate's decision anymore. It is about your own decision. The angels want you to be ready. They want you to prepare your heart, to clear your energy, to align fully with the love that is coming toward you. Because what is about to happen next is even more important than what has already occurred. And in the next part of this message, I will tell you exactly what signs to look for and what they mean for the path ahead. Stay with me, my dear soul. You cannot afford to miss what comes next. My dear soul, now that you understand what this decision means for you, it is time for you to become fully aware of the signs that are already appearing around you. The angels want you to recognize that what is happening in your soulmate's heart is not separate from your reality. Everything is connected, and the universe has been trying to get your attention. But have you noticed? Have you truly opened your eyes and heart to the messages that are already being sent to you? Because whether you realize it or not, the signs have already begun. Perhaps you have felt sudden waves of emotion that seem to come out of nowhere, a deep longing, an unshakable feeling that something is shifting. Maybe you have had dreams, visions of your soulmate, of an encounter, of a moment that felt so real it lingered with you even after waking. Or maybe certain songs, numbers, or phrases keep appearing, as if the universe is speaking to you directly. These are not coincidences. They are messages. They are confirmations. And yet, the angels reveal that there is one particular sign that is more powerful than all the others. One that is so clear, so undeniable, that when you see it, you will know, without a doubt, that your soulmate's decision is actively manifesting in your reality. But before I tell you what that sign is, there is something important you need to understand. The universe does not send signs just to comfort you. It does not give you messages just for the sake of reassurance. Every sign has a purpose, and that purpose is to prepare you, to align you, to make sure you are truly ready for what is coming. Because what is unfolding now is not just about waiting for your soulmate to take action. It is about your own energy. Think of it this way. Imagine you are standing at a door, waiting for it to open. But in your hands, you are still carrying the weight of past fears, past disappointments, past pain. The door is ready to open, but in order for you to step through, you must let go of what is holding you back. And that is why the angels have been sending you these signs. They are not just signals of what is coming. They are invitations for you to align with the love that is approaching. So I ask you, my dear soul, How have you been responding to these signs? When you feel that deep pull toward your soulmate, do you embrace it, or do you push it away with doubt? When the universe sends you messages through numbers, through dreams, through synchronicities, do you trust them, or do you dismiss them as coincidences? Because what happens next depends not just on your soulmate's decision, it depends on you. It depends on whether you are truly open, truly ready, truly in a space of faith rather than fear. And now, the angels want me to reveal the sign that will confirm everything for you. The one message from the universe that will leave no room for doubt. This sign is unique to you. It is something deeply personal, something only your heart will fully understand. It might come as a vision, a moment of clarity that takes your breath away. It might appear in a conversation, a message that speaks directly to your soul. It might be a physical encounter, a sign so tangible that you cannot ignore it. But the truth is, my dear soul, you will know when it happens. There will be no confusion. No second guessing. It will strike something deep within you, a knowing so profound that it will feel like the universe itself is speaking your name. And when that moment comes, you must not ignore it. You must not hesitate, because that is the moment when everything will become clear, when you will understand that the time has come. But there is one final piece to this, something you must do when this sign appears, because how you respond in that moment will determine what happens next. And in the next part of this message, I will tell you exactly what you must do when this sign arrives. Stay with me, my dear soul. You are closer than you think. My dear soul, now that you understand the signs that are appearing around you, you must prepare for what comes next. Because the truth is, this is not something far away. This is not a distant dream or a possibility that lingers somewhere in the future. The moment is approaching, and when it arrives, everything will change. The angels have shown me that what has been happening in the spiritual realm is now beginning to take form in your physical reality. The choice your soulmate has made is not just an internal shift. It is a force that is now influencing events, circumstances, and even time itself. The energy is building, the path is unfolding, and soon, what was once unseen will become undeniable. But here is where your awareness becomes more important than ever. Because even though this transformation is happening, even though your soulmate has taken this step, there is still one thing that could delay or even block what is coming. And that one thing is fear. Not just their fear, but yours. The angels want you to know that in the moments right before a great shift, the energy of doubt becomes stronger. It is as if the mind senses that change is near and tries to hold on to what is familiar, even if what is familiar is no longer serving you. And this is why you must be prepared. Because when the moment arrives, when the first real sign of their approach happens, you will have a choice. Will you open your heart completely? Will you allow this transformation to unfold without resistance? Or will you hesitate, question, and allow old wounds to interfere with the blessing that is meant for you? You see, my dear soul, what happens next is not only about them, it is about you. The angels have been guiding both of you toward this reunion. They have been whispering into your soulmate's heart, removing the barriers that once kept them away. And at the same time, they have been working on you, helping you release what no longer serves you, guiding you to trust in divine timing. But now, the timing is shifting. It is no longer about waiting. It is about preparing, because soon, something will happen. A conversation, a message, an encounter, something that will serve as the first real manifestation of this decision they have made. And in that moment, you must remember everything I am telling you now, because what you do in that exact moment will influence what happens next. The angels are saying this very clearly. When the sign comes, when your soulmate begins to step forward, do not let your old fears take control. Do not allow yourself to question whether you are ready. Do not allow yourself to hesitate. Instead, respond with faith. Respond with certainty. Respond as if you already know that this love is yours, that this connection has been written in the heavens, that everything is happening exactly as it should, because it is. But my dear soul, there is still one more thing you need to know. This moment of transformation is delicate, it is powerful, but it is also vulnerable, and there is something specific that you must do before this reunion happens, to make sure that when it does, it unfolds in the best possible way. And in the next part of this message, I will reveal exactly what that is. and how you can ensure that your soulmate's decision leads to the outcome you have been waiting for. Stay with me, my dear soul. The most important part is about to be revealed. My dear soul, now that you know the moment is approaching, the angels want you to understand something crucial. This is no longer a time of waiting. It is a time of preparation. Because as your soulmate takes their steps forward, as this divine plan unfolds, your role in this process becomes just as important as theirs. The universe is moving, energy is shifting, and what happens next will be influenced not just by what they do, but by how you respond. The angels have shown me that there is something specific you must do in this moment. Something that will ensure that when your soulmate's decision begins to take form in the physical world, you will be fully ready to receive it. And that something is alignment. Because here is the truth. If you are still holding on to doubts, fears, or unresolved wounds from the past, those energies could create barriers to the very blessing you have been waiting for. Even if your soulmate is ready, even if the universe is aligning everything perfectly, you must also be in full energetic alignment to receive what is coming. So take a deep breath, my dear soul, and ask yourself this question. Am I truly ready for this love? Not just in theory, not just in longing, but in reality. Because divine love, true soul connection, requires more than just desire. It requires openness. It requires the ability to receive without fear. And most of all, it requires a complete release of the past. The angels want you to hear this clearly. You cannot step into the future while holding on to the past. If there are still old wounds within you, pain from past relationships, memories of rejection, fears of being abandoned or betrayed, those must be acknowledged and released now, not later, not when your soulmate reaches out. Now, because if those energies are still within you, they could create resistance. And that resistance could slow down or complicate what is meant to flow toward you with ease. But here's the good news. You have the power to shift everything in this very moment. The angels are guiding you toward inner preparation, toward an emotional and spiritual state where you can receive this love fully, without fear, without hesitation, without questioning whether you are worthy of it. Because, my dear soul, you are. You always have been. This love is not a test. It is not something you have to earn. It has always been yours. And now, the only thing left for you to do is to fully claim it. So how do you do this? How do you ensure that you are in full alignment for what is coming? The angels have revealed 3 important steps. Listen carefully. 1. Clear your energy. Take time to reflect on anything from your past that still carries weight in your heart. Old disappointments, fears, beliefs that tell you that love is difficult or painful. Release them. You can do this through meditation, prayer, journaling, or simply speaking to the universe, affirming, I release all that no longer serves me. I step forward into love with an open heart. 2. Strengthen your trust. Faith is the key that unlocks divine timing. If you doubt, if you question whether this is truly happening, you send mixed signals to the universe. Instead, shift your focus to complete trust. Speak affirmations daily. I trust the divine plan. I trust that my soulmate is being guided to me. I am ready to receive this love. 3. Be open to action. This is important. Love is not just about energy. It is also about movement. When your soulmate takes their first steps toward you, be ready to respond. Do not retreat into fear. Do not question whether it is real. When the opportunity comes, step into it with courage, with confidence, with full acceptance that this is meant for you. Because, my dear soul, it is. And the moment you align fully, the moment you open your heart without resistance, you will notice something miraculous. Everything will begin to happen faster. Your soulmate's energy will move toward you more effortlessly. The delays will vanish, the doubts will dissolve, and love will enter your life in a way that feels natural, destined, inevitable, because that is exactly what it is. But my dear soul, there is one final revelation the angels need you to hear before this journey is complete. Something that will bring everything together, that will ensure you understand the full picture of what is unfolding. And in the final part of this message, I will tell you exactly what that revelation is. Stay with me. This last truth will change everything. My dear soul, now that you have walked through this journey, now that you understand the depth of what is happening, and what you must do to receive it. The angels have one final revelation for you. One truth that will tie everything together, that will give you the clarity you need to move forward with full confidence in the divine plan that is unfolding before you. Listen closely, because this is something that will change everything. The love that is coming to you, the love that has been written in the heavens, the love that your soulmate is now stepping toward, is not just about you and them. It is about something much greater. It is about your purpose, your soul's mission, the reason your paths were always meant to align. This connection is not just about romance. It is about transformation. It is about awakening. It is about stepping into the highest version of yourself, the version that has always existed within you, but is now being called forward. Because love, true, divine love, is meant to do more than just bring joy. It is meant to elevate you. It is meant to heal you. It is meant to align you with the most powerful and beautiful expression of who you truly are. And that is why, my dear soul, this process has taken time. That is why there have been moments of waiting, moments of questioning, moments when you wondered why things were not happening as quickly as you wished. It was never because you were being denied this love. It was because you were being prepared for it. And now, you are standing on the threshold. Now, the moment is arriving. The decision has been made. The universe is moving. And soon, what once felt like a distant dream will become your reality. But here is what the angels need you to understand. You must receive this love fully, not with fear, not with hesitation, not with doubt in your heart, but with full acceptance, with complete trust, with the deep knowing that this love is meant for you, that it has always been meant for you, and that you are ready to step into it now. Because here is the greatest truth of all. This is not just about your soulmate choosing you. This is about you choosing them. And even more than that, this is about you choosing yourself, choosing to believe in love, choosing to trust in divine timing, choosing to embrace the destiny that has always been written for you. Because in the end, love is not just something that happens to us. Love is something we step into, something we claim, something we become. And now, my dear soul, you are being called to step forward. The angels are guiding you. The universe is aligning everything. And soon, your soulmate will take the step that changes everything. But when that moment comes, when their energy reaches you, when their words, their presence, their love begins to manifest in your reality, how will you respond? Will you open your arms fully, embracing what is finally here? Or will you let fear hold you back, questioning whether you are truly ready? Because the truth is, you are. You always have been. And now, it is time to say yes. Yes to love. Yes to destiny. Yes to the life that was always meant to be yours. So now, I ask you, my dear soul, are you ready? If you are, if you feel this truth in your heart, if you know that this message was meant for you, then declare it now. Write in the comments, I accept this love. I trust the divine plan. I am ready. Because the moment you say these words, the moment you claim what is meant for you, you send a signal to the universe. A signal that says, I am no longer waiting. I am ready to receive. And when you do, my dear soul, the angels will move even faster. The doors will open. The path will clear. And what is meant for you will finally find its way into your life. Dear soul, if this video was meaningful to you, leave a thanks below this video as a gesture of gratitude for this revelation. This strengthens us to keep sharing messages of connection and faith, because your soulmate's decision has been made. Now, the only decision left is yours.